మేడం స్టార్ట్ చేయండి.
Okay. Very good evening to all and welcome to 1 week FDP on AI tools and techniques for research. And I welcome all the participants and also our faculty members and the faculty from outside colleges also. And we thank our administration department and also our fathers, rector father and principal father, correspondent father for supporting us. And also we thank Melchior Father, Dean of Commerce and Business Administration for conducting this FDP. And now I request our convener of today's FDP, Dr. A. Madhuri ma'am, to bless our gathering and also to give some message to our participants.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 1 week online faculty development program on AI tools and techniques for research. We are about to embark on an exciting journey to explore the role of artificial intelligence in enhancing our research capabilities. This program is designed to equip us with the latest AI methodologies and tools, fostering innovation and collaboration. I look forward to an engaging and productive time together. Thank you for joining us, and I would like to thank our management for encouraging us in conducting this FTP, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now I request Raju sir to introduce our resource person.
Good evening,
Raju.
everyone.
Thank you.
On behalf of Department of Business Administration, Andhra Lala College, it's our pleasure to invite you all. I would like to give a brief note about our today's resource person, Mr. Pradyuman Singh Raj. He is a seasoned academician with almost 16 years of a versatile experience regarding not only in the teaching but also training and as well as leadership, and he has worked with different universities and along with academic and administrative responsibilities also were being held under his leadership, and he had a MPhil degree and PhD, and coming to his teaching and training has got a vast and as well as a multidisciplinary sessions he was been undertaken, and even myself have witnessed several training sessions which he has conducted, and I was been privileged to be a part of those sessions. And within a minute or 2 minutes I cannot conclude the profile of Pradyuman sir, because it takes me around 15 to 20 minutes to explain his experience, but still I'll try to point out a couple of great achievements, like he is also having a famous methodologies, given sessions like Ikigai, prominent Japanese technology, and along with that teaching learning methodologies, and recently he was been into this AI tools and techniques for research, and that is the reason we just asked the Pradyuman sir to be a part of our session, and we are very much obliged, sir, for accepting our request and being a resource person for our faculty development program, and hope all the participants will have a good time for the next 5 days, and the resources what will be shared by the resource persons, and also an immense knowledge which will be updated by already, the persons who are already into the research and who are already having some experience in the AI tools and other things. Probably we think that it will enhance and it will give an update and as well as a value to your research careers and as well as academic careers. With this, I take the privilege of inviting Dr. Pradyuman Singh Raj to the FDP session. Welcome, sir, once again, and the session will be yours, sir.
Thank you very much. much, sir, for this introduction. But just to summarize it in one sentence, I would say I'm a lifelong learner. I keep learning things. So, like year by year, there are new tasks, new developments taking up, and that's how and being a language teacher, we are fortunate to teach multidisciplinary subjects like soft skills, personality development, professional ethics, corporate etiquette skills, business communication, and then variety of communications that we have around. So this is other than teaching literature or language students. And that's how I kept on learning things. Ikigai is definitely one of the ideas that I loved a lot, and then I conducted multiple trainings on it. And in 2024, my best friend, Dr. Punit, who would be conducting sessions in coming days. So he gave me a target of learning AI tools, and that's how both of us started learning a lot of AI tools. Okay. And that's how I started learning AI tools. It's year end, and I was fortunate enough to learn, explore, experiment with multiple AI tools. So when I started in January, it was difficult for me. I had a lot of phobia. I was not confident at all. But now, gradually, I have started exploring them independently, individually. Okay, so it's exactly like learning a bicycle or learning swimming or learning computer for the first time. It's more you explore, more you learn. Okay, there obviously would be a possibility that if you had been more experimental in nature, you might have explored more AI tools than what we would be discussing. But I and Dr. Punit had discussed a lot, made a plan accordingly. So day by day, we would try to give you exposure to multiple AI tools, and that would be more in coming days. Considering this very first session, I would be emphasizing on very basic things in research. Excuse me. So the focus would be on number one, identifying resources. Okay, because very first thing that we do as a part of research is literature review. And for literature review, we need to review multiple literature. So that is multiple sources. So I would make an effort to discuss few platforms here, and there would be multiple platforms discussed in coming days. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, it would be like 100% AI tools, plus there would be increase of speed in discussion. Okay, but today we would just begin with baby steps, understanding certain aspects of research. So there might be some theoretical concepts, some discussion, and then we would explore some platforms. So it won't be a hardcore AI tool session as day one. All right. So when we start doing research, the very first thing that we do is, we identify title or the area of research. Then we narrow down to title, and title has certain words in it. Based on that, we start reviewing variety of literatures. Okay. So first step that comes to is that once the title is identified and we start searching things, how do we search? There is a term called Boolean string search. Okay, so is anyone aware of it? This has been quite popular in management colleges. So probably somebody from the area of digital marketing would definitely be aware of this. But then has been used in research field also. So other than that, I mean, those who are not from digital marketing field might also be aware of this. So is anyone aware of it, this term? Maybe you can just drop a message, yes or no, in chat box. I repeat, it's Boolean string. Okay, all right. All right, fine. So I have received 2, 3 no, considering that as a macro response of. All right, thank you very much. So let us understand this. If I take one title, for example, okay, let me start sharing screen. Once I share screen, I would not be able to see chat box. So in case if you have something, feel free to unmute yourself and ask question. Okay, I have opened Word file. Are you able to see Word file?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. So let us understand this term. You would come across multiple definitions, multiple platforms discussing this in detail. Okay. But just to have an idea, let's say I'm writing a title of one research. Let's say effectiveness of task-based language teaching for the students of engineering. Okay. So this is what I have narrowed down my title of research. Okay, so I'm going to explore one teaching methodology and for one specific type of students. Okay, and I'm English language teacher. So let's say this I would be doing for English language teaching research, right? But when I search, okay, so let's say if I select this and let us start exploring very first platform. Okay, so before I go to that, Google Scholar. Okay, so Google, generally what we do, we search things on Google. And when we search it on Google, Google shows us multiple things and result. So it would show us advertisement, it would show us case, it would show us newspaper article. Okay, it would show us any sort of document which would have those words. But when we shift to Google Scholar, so what I have done, I just typed it Google Scholar on Google search engine. I got it in very first result. I click on it.
ఆల్రెడీ రోజామణి అడ్మిట్ చేశాను మేడం.
So I'm not providing you any links. The easiest way of doing it is, just type it on Google Scholar platform. Okay, so I got it here. Now this is my Google Scholar platform. So here I can search different research papers or thesis or reports, anything that probably would have been there. In case if presentation stops, just do let me know. So I copy it, effectiveness, this title, I type it here. Okay, and I search. Okay, so here we see that there are multiple items we received. Okay, and here we see there are some words in bold letters: task-based, engineering students, effective, task-based instruction, engineering, task-based language teaching, engineering. Okay, here task-based language, engineering, students, teachers, again task-based student engineering. Now you see the common words which we find in most of them can be considered a result of Boolean string. Now let's understand, instead of typing entire title, okay, if I select certain words from here, there are three terms which are very important in the Boolean string: and, or, not. Okay, so instead of typing entire title, I would select specific words. Let's say task-based language teaching and engineering. Okay, task-based English teaching and engineering. Okay, now activity, or I'm adding word here, see, or task-based teaching and engineering. Okay, and I can add word here, not diploma engineering. Okay, now certain things we write in brackets. Okay, okay, now this and So instead of typing entire sentence, because sometimes we also type sentences, this would help us to understand. Now the title comparatively is short, small. So if in case we have longer titles, we can select certain words, and that's how it helps us to find. Now see, okay, we are getting teaching engineering, task-based learning, task-based engineering. Okay. And then here we also have, results that from where are we getting this. Here is one website. Okay. Now this Boolean search is also used by platforms like LinkedIn or digital marketing platforms. Okay. So let's say, acha. So here I need to have the original title, and then this would give me multiple suggestions. Okay, so you see here, if we start searching things, just a minute. Okay, now see, plus freelance translator. This is again a job generating platform. So it's searching for job titles. Okay, so I'm just showing you the use which is widely on different platforms. So this shows plus signs, headmaster, design engineer, English teacher, Portuguese teacher, because I have mentioned here task-based language teaching. I did not specify language. Okay, so this is how you get multiple options and you can search this. Okay, this was to make you understand, okay, Boolean string. So Boolean string helps us to search specific results. Okay, now if I remove all of this and I just type TBLT plus okay, let's say engineering. Okay, so then I would get those two specific things as a part of result of my search. Okay, so this was first thing that I wanted to discuss, Boolean string. And now we would come across few platforms where we see different papers. Now let's say overview of CL TBLT approaches to enhance communication skills for engineering students. Okay, let's see whether we are able to get this paper. Okay, it is Scopus indexed journal where we find paper. Okay, and here we are able to see citations as well, details of authors. Okay, here we have more citation formats. I'll come to that as well. For that, we also have a website which we can search easily. So here comes another paper. Okay, so certain papers, it would directly open PDF of that document. So we can see teaching presentation skills to engineering students through task-based language teaching, TBLT. Okay, and this is 2019 paper that we have found. So we just click here and it's downloaded. Okay, we can see that it's, though the paper is from page number 127, the document seems bigger. So there are multiple papers in this. Okay, from this journal. But we are able to access entire journal, entire PDF here. So then it's our call to decide whether to download 221 pages document if it is required. At present, I'm not downloading it because I would try to show you something which is easy to find. Now here I have clicked on PDF. Let's see, does it help us to go to PDF? Okay, we could reach PDF and this is 6-page document. Okay, so we are easily able to find this document. And here is download option. Let's see whether this allows us to do free downloading. Yes, it's possible, right? Okay. So I'm just typing paper 1 for our reference. Okay. So we could download one document, and this is how you can type different documents from this platform. This is Google Scholar, first platform that we have explored. Okay. All right. Now we move to another platform, which is called doaj.org. Okay, I will just copy this, and for your reference, share it here. Okay. Now, here you can see journals, articles. Okay, so we select articles. We try to look for different areas. Okay, so let's say if I type here, HR practices and work-life balance. Okay, let's see. So we are able to find, this shows us 10 indexed articles. Okay, so I have just typed here HR practices and work-life balance. So probably something related to that is what I'm looking for. Okay, so this turnover intentions in telecommunication company, the important role of effective human resource practices and organizational commitments. Delphi study on remote work. Chalo. Let's say talent management practices. Okay. So now you see here you get different options. I will come to these points. Let me click on this. Let's see where does it take us. Okay, so it's DOI that we get. So here we are on the website of journal where we are able to see the article. Now see, when you start scrolling down, here is full text PDF. I am clicking on it just to check whether we are able to download it or not. Okay, this takes me to next link, download this PDF file. I click on it. All right, so we are easily able to download this as well. So I'm writing it paper 2 just for my reference. Okay, so this is second platform, DOAJ. All right. Now, if I change it, would any participant like to give me a title that I can search here? All right, let me do it by myself. I type only work-life balance and productivity at workplace. Now see here, I'm getting 19 indexed articles. Okay, let me change the title. Natural disasters and coping mechanism. 7 indexed articles we are getting here. Let me just type natural disasters. Okay, great. So now you see we are able to get here 8,267 articles. Okay, but as I told you earlier, following that Boolean string or selecting specific keywords would help us to come to less number of articles. Other than that, there is option. You see here we have good options to filter things, right? If you remember, or if you have ever done online shopping, in online shopping also we get a lot of filter options, right? So we want to, let's say I want to purchase shirt. So then full sleeve or half sleeve, which kind of material, formal or informal, and then you get multiple options there. Okay, so more tick marks you do, your search is narrowed down. Okay, so here let's say I want to focus. Okay, the topic here was work-life balance. Okay, natural disasters, and I want to see how natural disaster related things are taught. So I am selecting education and not other things. Okay, you see now from 8,000, it has narrowed down to 206 indexed articles. So we have come down to 206 articles. Now from there, if let's say I want to focus on education in general, okay, so I select that. It has narrowed down further, 69 indexed articles. Okay, so that is how I can check things, and accordingly I would come to very specific number of articles and not all articles. So this is second, and where we see most of the articles are clearly, it is mentioned 69 indexed articles. Okay, so they are indexed on DOAJ. What we have to understand here is we may come across, close access articles. So in case of close access articles, what you can do for all these search platforms is maybe you can visit your college library. Many a times it happens that college library has taken membership of different platforms for students and teachers, and that's how you are able to get access to the closed access articles as well, right? So this was second platform that we have gone through. Okay, so Google Scholar, DOAJ, and now we move to third platform. I'll come to Scribble later on. So third platform would be, okay, JSTOR.org. So this is also like DOAJ. We would be able to, okay, let me try it again. Okay, so here it searches journals, books, images, primary sources, fine. Any title that any of the participant would like to suggest me to search here?
Sir, can you search for program management in information technology?
Okay. Let's see whether this platform takes us to similar articles. Okay. The information technology gap in public administration, what we can learn from credible public manager, cybernetics, management science, technology policy, information technology needs for law enforcement. Okay. What I see here from these articles is that it has related technology to society, social sciences. Okay. So we are able to get most of the papers related to social sciences area here. And if we look at on right side where we have 3 tabs, okay, you see this content is not available to download. Okay, but citation option is available. Read online is available. Save, download. Now save is you have to log into this website and have your own account. So you would be able to get some free services, some paid services. So accordingly, you can see. Now see here, read online option is there, here download option is there, and here you are not able to download. Now, if we click on read online, sometimes it helps us to get more links to download the article. I'm just clicking on it for our reference. Okay, meanwhile, acha, it has come. Okay, so we are able to see the article here, but here again, we do not get any option. Here login, see, it shows login through your school or library. So sometimes it happens that if you log in through your institute email ID, okay, some platforms would give you access. Okay, so from personal ID, they would give you access to, let's say, 4 or 5 features. Through institute login, they may give you access to more features. And if you visit library and library has taken subscription for particular platform, then you will get a lot of services from there. Okay. So here again, citation option is available. We don't get any other option, but let me click on this volume if I can get access to the entire volume and then if there are any options to download. Okay, I'm not able to have it here, which means we will not be able to do this. So then I go back to the page, and here, okay, it's pages 25 to 50. That means this is 25-page article. I'll see if I can get something of less pages, then I would download it. How information management capacity influences firm performance. Okay, so we see that there are less options, but you are able to read them. So few you are able to download. Let's download this. Okay, so accept and download. And here is the paper that we have. Okay, this also provides us URL to the same. Okay, I am just writing it for our reference for this session, paper 3. Okay. All right, so now we would go to oatd.org. Okay, I forgot to copy the earlier one for your reference. I'll just copy this in chat box. And then we had JSTOR. All right. Now here we see that this tells us advanced research and scholarship, thesis and dissertations. Okay, which means we are able to come across, bigger research documents, bigger than research papers. There are high chances of it. So I just happen to read one title here: Retail Marketing and Online Shopping from Seema Desai. I am just taking it. Okay, so I am searching this document here. Okay, so we see online shopping on shopping malls. Okay, this is from Buffalo State College. Now, because this platform, as it mentioned, thesis and dissertation, it may happen that this platform would take us to the website of specific university, from where student or a teacher of a university had done research, and those research documents are uploaded by university. Okay, so there are high chances that it would take us to university website. See, this is Toronto Metropolitan University, okay, Wilfrid Laurier University, University of Stirling, University of Manchester, University of Vienna. Okay, so this was just to show you that. Now, every search has these options. Cite. Okay, so remember, if you require citation, now here you have multiple options. Okay, that if you want to search for specific university, if you want to search for specific time duration, okay, it shows, see, from 2020 to 2024, there are 52,000 articles. Okay, so if we select just this, because right now, okay, I did not show you that. I just go back. See, it is showing us how many? 1,90,000 results. Here, I'm moving the cursor here. 1,90,000 results. Okay, so now let's say I want to check from recent research. So dates 2020 to 2024. Right, so we see now 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023. So these are all 2023 articles. Okay, now master's dissertation, or you just want to see PhD thesis. So let's say I'm clicking PhD. Okay, now see, this are my filters which I have applied. Degree, PhD, dates 2020 to 24. So now I have 7,240 papers. Right, so accordingly, I can select things from here and narrow down my search. Effect of retailer channel decision to consumer shopping behavior. Okay, so this is PhD, College of Business Administration. URL is there. Let me click on URL and let's see where does it take us to. Okay. Let's see if we can try once. If it works. All right, we are able to reach the article. Okay, so citation options are also given here. We can check this. Keyword, subject heading. And if I click on this, it says dissertation, 1 MB file. Okay, seems we can successfully download this. Effect of retail channel decisions on consumer channel shopping behavior. Dissertation by somebody, July 2023. And here you get table of contents. So from this, you can decide what is useful, what is not. Okay, so it's 106-page document. I'm not downloading it. Just a click away to download this. So this was just to show you that we can get access to thesis and dissertations over here. And most of them are from international universities outside India. So that's the kind of access we are getting on OATD platform. Okay. Now, one thing that I have observed, which I faced personally when I pursued PhD or when I did my MPhil, I was fortunate to have my supervisor who guided me to document it. Now, these are few platforms that I have shown. Other than this, you would be definitely searching on different platforms. Now, imagine by downloading this, right now what we did, so we had paper 1, 2, 3. I just renamed them. But now I don't remember the titles of the papers, right? And imagine if I have downloaded 80 papers. Okay, it would be so difficult for me to click on every file and check, open the file and check, acha, what was there in this article when I read it before 2 months or before 2 years. Okay, because PhD would be a journey of 2.5 to 3 years at least, right? So in this case, okay, my supervisor had guided me to prepare Excel file documenting what I require to decide that out of those 80 papers which I have downloaded, which I would consider for literature review. So let's say if out of 80 papers, I narrowed down to 22 papers, which are very relevant for my research, and that's what exactly provides I was looking for. Okay, so then those 22 papers would be part of my literature review and not all 80 papers. But how do I decide that? Okay, so here is... Okay, somebody has unmuted by mistake. Request you to mute yourself. All right. So this is a document. Now the serial number would be number of file. Okay. So if I go back to this folder, instead of paper 1, 2, 3, I would not change the title of the paper. Okay. But here I would write number 1. Okay. So then this may create confusion. I'm changing it. Let's say number 1 is TBLT and then blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is paper number 1. So I would have entry of paper number 1 here as serial number 1. Okay. So what I'm doing is I will have a folder in which I keep on downloading papers. I would number the paper files. Same number would be reflected here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Likewise, I have same number and PDF file number would be same. Then I'll write title for my reference. And then what all information is required by supervisor, or if you are doing research by yourself, I also practice this now for my future references whenever I'm doing it. At present, we are working with students on internship project. There also we are doing this. Okay, so this helps. Okay. And there what I do, if there are more students, okay, here first column I make of name of student. So that I make sure that every student has done certain amount of work. Okay, if there are 4 or 5 students working on same project. Okay, otherwise this is how we can prepare a list. So then we write authors If you want to write country, that this research was done in which country, that also we can write. Okay, recently we had floods in Vadodara city. I am from Vadodara city, and we had flood-like situation twice in this monsoon. Okay, and it was horrible situation that all of us faced. So then students of social sciences are doing research on that. Okay, so for that they would like to study, okay, any mechanism which have been tried by governments of other countries in case of flood-like situations, what measures were taken, right? So then in that, I have added a column of country also. And they were given a task of identifying 4 to 5 papers of different countries relevant to this research. Okay, so accordingly, author, you can add a column. So let's say if I add a column here, and then I write here country, if I want this. Okay, so this is basic information that I would write. Year of publication, journal, objectives. Okay, so in that paper, there would be 2 to 3 objectives. Variables, keywords. Variables are nothing else but the words that we consider for Boolean string, if you remember. Okay, and keywords would be keywords which are mentioned by author of the paper in it. Now this is sample size. So this research was conducted considering what size of sample. Data collection tool, findings, what were the findings of the result? Okay, conclusion. This is citation. Because if I have 80 papers downloaded, and when I want to document those papers, it will be so difficult for me that every time I will have to search citation. Okay, so then that was what I had already kept open. Okay, this is called Scribble, citation generator. I am copying it for your reference. So maybe you can copy it in your notebook, Word file, or maybe you can write it for your reference. Okay. Okay, so this is Scribble citation. So I need to type here, okay, cite a website, book, article, and more. Okay, I am not writing any article or typing any article here, but just for our reference, I would type, let's say you can win by Shiv Khera. This is book. Okay, and I want it in APA 7th edition. Let's see, are we able to find it? Let me change the citation. MLA. What is it showing? Acha, okay, it's because of incognito mode, probably. Let me, so that means it would ask to sign up. Okay, so many of my students have been using this. So if I type it here, let's say, Seven habits of highly effective people. Let's hope we get result now. Okay, you see this one sample has already been shared here. Let's see what we get in result of the book title I have typed here. Okay. Okay, so it's coming up with, okay, Covey, 7 habits of highly effective people. Workbook. Okay, let's say, now see, there are multiple entries, so it's asking me which entry to select. If I select this, let's see, what do I get? Okay. So here is option, okay, recent list entry, 1991 with DOI, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, performance plus instruction. Okay, so this is how it has been mentioned. This is probably a research done by someone. Okay, and here we are able to get some more information on it. This would be AI generated information. Okay. Copy to clipboard. So if I copy this, okay, and I go back to Word file. So this is how I get it. Okay. Now if I search something else, 5-minute manager. Let's hope we don't get multiple editions of this.
అంటే క్యాన్సిల్ అవ్వట్లా. ఓహో కొన్ని పోయి ఆవేశం అది.
All right, we do one thing. We go to paper 1.
కాదు మేడం, ఆడుకుంటూ కూర్చున్నాడు, ఫోన్ ఎత్తట్లా. నేను బండి వేసుకొని వెళ్ళి అక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా కూడా 10 నిమిషాలు నిలబడి ఆయన గేమ్ అవ్వట్లా.
Though this also has citation option here.
అదే షటిల్ ఆడుకుంటున్నాడు ఆయన అక్కడ కోర్టులో.
Just to experience this, I am typing the title here.
ఫార్మల్స్ లో ఉన్న సాయంత్రం కూడా చెప్పాం కదా, నీకు తెలుసు కదా అని వస్తాడు అనుకుంటే ఆపట్ల ఆడుకుంటున్నారు. ఆయన ప్రభు ఫాదరు, కిరణ్ ఫాదరు, అనిల్ ఫాదరు, ఇంకో ఆయన ఎవరో బీనామైన ఎవరో నలుగురు మంచి బిజీగా ఉన్నాడు సార్. చూశాను సరే, ఇంకా బయటకు వచ్చి అప్పటికే 6:30 అయిపోయింది. 6:45కి మేము ఉన్నా ఇక్కడ. మళ్ళీ ఎఫ్డిపి నేనే కదా, ఓబిఎస్ నేనే చేయాలి దాన్ని.
Okay. So we couldn't get the same article. I clicked on a different channel and through which I have got this. Now, if I change.
అన్ని ఆత్రం కదా ఆవిడది కదా, ఇలా వయసు కూడా తెలియదు కదా సైట్ గురించి, పావనికి తెలియదు. నొక్కి నొక్కి నొక్కి.
Okay, sorry. So here we have option of copy to clipboard.
ఆవిడ ఫోన్ చేసి అమ్మ నువ్వు మళ్ళీ నొక్క,
and we get it here. All right. So for citation, this Scriber platform can be used. Other than that, most of the cases, and this also helps us in terms of DOI, ISBN, other keywords. If you type keywords, it would search multiple papers, and then it would be difficult actually to manage it that way. But this is one website by which we can easily get citations, and then there are multiple methods, okay, are covered here. We can search by title, by URL, by DOI, by ISBN. So this was one more platform that I wanted to discuss. We close this website OATD now. Works cited. All right. And now what we do is,
Sir, can I ask a question regarding Skype?
Yeah, please.
Sir, actually, I have used this particular website, the particular page website, in the last 6 months onwards, sir. What I found here is some of the journals, what I gone through some of the journals, it shows the API format, different formats we require, right? So, a journal I preferred API format and IEEE. The same paper available on the website where the paper is published, where it shows here is, for example, assume 2019. Same.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, Srinivas Rao, sir. Sir, we'll take the Q&A session after 8 o'clock, sir. Let the flow of the resource person should not be interrupted. Kindly understand, sir.
Okay.
Right, sir?
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for understanding.
All right.
Sir, we'll take this.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, So next step is, let's say I downloaded 70, 80 papers. But after that, to fill this Excel, I need to go through all the papers, right? And going through all papers, understanding everything is indeed difficult to go through. Somebody has unmuted. I request you to mute yourself. Okay. So what happens is that reading 80 papers is a Herculean task, I would say. Instead, there are some AI tools which would be helpful to us in this case. But then remember, there are multiple AI tools available. I would not recommend to go with a specific AI tool. But then, it is also like which tool you become more familiar with, and it's easy for you to use it. But then every tool has some plus, some minus with it. Okay, there are positive as well as negative sides with it. So if I simply type here on Google PDF reader, okay, it would show me multiple options. Okay, I modify my search, PDF reader AI tools. And here I get multiple. Okay, there are few which have multiple functions. So Punit sir is going to cover them. I'm not going to discuss ChatGPT. Okay, so let's say if I go to Hi PDF. Okay, we have PDF.ai. Okay, ask your PDF. Hi PDF. So these are some which I had used. Actually, Ask Your PDF was I had been using frequently, but then every platform has some or the other limitation. And so let me give you one example. Okay, there are platforms which provide you credits. So credits are the points which it provides you free of cost, right? And with that, it would have some limitation. So let's say if on this I'm getting 100 credit, okay, by uploading each document, my credit would be reduced. Okay, so depending on size of the document, there would be some mechanism followed that helps, okay, to provide us details that we require. But against that, they would reduce the credits. So against every paper, I would get 10 or 15 or 12 credits reduced. And once my credits are zero, I would not be able to use that platform. That means it provided me demo use. And then it is asking me to subscribe, to pay. Okay. So let's say now this has option of converting PDF, edit PDF, but let me select file. Okay, so what I'll do, I will select the file that we have downloaded today, post file TBLT, and it was 6-page document. So let's see, hopefully that shouldn't be, okay. So we come across a situation where we don't have any size issue. Now see the very first command. So left side, we see the paper which is uploaded. Okay. So this I can close sidebar. Okay. So here left side, we have paper. And then if I scroll down, we see all pages. It's total 6-page document that I have. Right side, if I click summarize this document. Okay. It is. So which means we need to have even a smaller size document. Let me try something else. So there are multiple options available, but if we okay, so let us try article summarizer. I'm selecting the same article, 6-page article. If still size is the issue, then we will have to look for, okay, so you can see the interface is quite same. Okay, it's we can go to now here also see it's asking start $1 trial. It helps us to summarize the document. So instead of reading 6-page document, it would help us to download it easily.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్ చెప్పండి సార్.
Okay, this is also asking us to upgrade to, let me see if we can try this one, get started for free. So I have created multiple email IDs. So once the credits are over, we can log in using another email ID. That's what generally we do. Let me see how does it work. Okay, max file size is 10 MB. This is in KB.
చెప్తా సార్. మీరు ఉన్నారో కానీ నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకే సార్, రేపు చెప్తారు.
Okay.
చెప్తా సార్, కలుస్తారు రేపు.
All right. Now see, the document is being uploaded. Okay, it's uploaded here, and right side, we are getting suggestions from the software. Give me a summary of this document. What are the research questions employed to investigate the efficacy of TBLT? Okay, as per the title, it has selected. So this would show me research question. How does TBLT promote language awareness among learners? What are the implications of TBLT methodology in improving? So implications would result into, end of this result, findings of this result. So these are some of the questions that I can ask. Okay, so summary would be a very simple question. Now you see, this was a 6-page document. Against a 6-page document, I have got this summary, 1 paragraph and 4 pointers. Okay. All right, I can ask one more question. So let me ask objectives of this research. Okay, now I go back to first question before I come to this. Okay, this was summary of the document, and summary of the document. These points which are written are from page 2. If we click on this, you see left side document page changed. Okay, it took me to the page from which this has been summarized, this answer. Okay, so if you want to read it specifically, then you can go to that page easily. Objectives of this research: long-term English grammar proficiency, specific gains in English grammar, problem-solving improvement, confidence levels. So these are 4 objectives of this research, and they are taken from page 2, page 1, page 3. This is the sequence shown here. That's how it has been taken from this document. So if I click on page 3, see, it has taken me to page 3, and the color of the text has been changed from where the document has been taken. I mean, the summary has been taken. Okay, so if I type here findings of this research, Okay, now see, I typed next question. So left side color changed again. It has come back to the original color. So these are 3 findings. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And they are from page 1, 2, and 5. Right, so if I click on page number 5, let's say I want to read this third outcome in detail. Okay, students in the TBLT group reported feeling more confident in using English within the classroom environment, highlighting the positive impact of TBLT on learners' confidence levels and analytical skills. So if I want to read that, because this is summarized, okay, so I click on P5, and on left side, see, it has taken me to that page, and the text color also changed. From black, it has become kind of, okay, kind of mehndi color or shade of green. Okay, so that means if I read this much, I'll be able to get third point clearly. Okay, there is a possibility that first and second point also might be part of this. Understood? So this, what we used was pdf.ai. I come back to the first page of Google search, which I did. Okay, so there were multiple options available. I tried 2, 3 in your presence, and we could do it on one. The others had some or the other issue, or there would be a possibility that I would have, finished my credits, free credits on that platform, and that's the reason I could not, chat or communicate with that particular AI tool. So this was pdf.ai. If you don't remember, it is absolutely fine. What I did here, I searched this PDF reader AI tools, and then it provided me multiple options. You just have to log in to a specific platform. Okay, and what I would suggest is, it would send emails to you. So you can have additional email ID that you use only for research purposes. And your regular email ID in which you communicate for office, for personal use, for training and all that, keep it different. Right? So on this ID, you will be able to have more and more platforms to be explored. Once your credits are over, you can have 1 or 2 more IDs. So that's how I have made, few IDs. Let's say FDP for personal growth or PY Raj. Okay, so I made it by myself. Similarly, you can also have 2 to 3 email IDs, and I think that would be enough, more than enough. Functioning with 2 IDs would also be more than enough, right? So this is how we get options here, which means instead of reading entire 6-page document, this is what I have found. So based on this, I can further shorten this. Okay, let's say research findings indicate that task-based language teaching methodology led to a significant improvement in students' communication and grammatical competency. So I'll go to Excel file, findings, improvement in confidence, grammatical competency. Okay, so this is for my reference I have written, or let's say author enter. So these are 2 findings which I have mentioned here. There might be multiple findings, please understand. Okay, but whatever findings are relevant to my research, I would at least note them down. So based on this information, when I have 80 papers entry here, I would be able to decide, number 1, elimination method by which I would eliminate number of papers which I'm not supposed to refer. And gradually I would be able to narrow down to specific number of papers, because while downloading papers, I'm not sure how much relevance would be found in those papers, because I'm searching it through titles, right? So that is how it would help us in a long run if we have prepared this Excel file. So when we delete a particular column, before deleting, okay, or these serial numbers are written this way. So if I delete this, so then it's easy. See, 1, 2, and 4. Number 3 is deleted. So that means I can go back to the folder and then either remove this or maybe create another folder, deleted papers, and then I, shift those papers to that folder. So then I would be left with selected papers in this folder, and then I can work on writing a literature review. Right? Now, some may ask me a question that, see, we are getting summary here, okay, or the points are already summarized. So they are paraphrased from paper. Can we have the same in our document? That means literature review that you are writing. But please remember, there is new feature added. How to show it? Let me see if my institute.
మేడం చెప్పండి. మేడం చెప్పండి. అది బాగా ఎక్కువ చేసి ఉంటారు మేడం. అది సైట్ స్లోగా ఉన్నప్పుడు కొంచెం టైం తీసుకొని ఓకే అవుతుంది.
So this, please remember, this is institute library has account for all of us, so that when we write papers, we can check plagiarism, as well as when we have student assignments, we can check reports of them as well, right? So these are some of the papers. Let's see.
సైట్ స్లోగా ఉంటుంది మేడం, కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేయడం. పాత ఏం లేకపోతే ఒక ట్రాన్సాక్షన్.
So we have this one paper. Okay.
అవ్వకుండా మళ్ళీ ప్రెస్ చేయడం.
If I click on this,
ఒక 2 minutes ఆగి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి అవసరమైతే లాగిన్ చేశాక ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఏమీ లేవు. ఇందా చూసారు అది క్యాన్సిల్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా.
Now see, if you can see here, similarity index is 2%. Flags, there are no flags. AI writing is 0%. Okay, I was coming to this AI writing. Otherwise, it would also show AI writing here. Okay, in percentage. That means if I select this summary of paper and add in literature review of the research paper that I am writing or of the thesis that I have, okay, there is a possibility that when the paper or thesis is uploaded on specific flag check platform, and in result here instead of 0 you would get percentages. Okay, so if you get, let's say, 20% of AI writing, that means you will have to rework on it to remove those 20%. Okay, now the similarity 2%, if I scroll down, I'm able to see it in color. Okay, so that is similarity. Similarly, for AI writing right now it is 0%. But if it would have been some percentages here, there would have been another color text highlighted here, which I need to change. Right? So this is what I wanted to show you using this account. I hope that makes things clear. So this was the AI summary, PDF summary platform that we used. So this means Hi PDF and Ask Your PDF free credits have been used by me, right? So this was last platform that I wanted to show all of you. I'll quickly summarize what we did today. Okay, so we started with Boolean string. After that, I had discussed Excel file, so that where we can document our all downloaded resources together. We have gone through Google Scholar, OATD, JSTOR, DOAJ. Okay, so these are the platforms which we had gone through. We had also gone through Scribr website. Other than that, and then PDF reader. Okay, so that's what we had gone through. If research paper is of 20, 30, 40 pages, or maybe you have downloaded a book and it's difficult for you to decide how to read entire book, then what can be done is you may go through table of content, identify specific chapter. Now let's say that chapter is of 30 pages or 40 pages. Okay, so then there are free PDF cutters available. Okay, I'll just mention it here. Okay, that is called I Love PDF. Okay, this is a very simple website. Or let me just take 2 more minutes before we shift to discussion. Okay. I hope you are able to see the screen. If someone can say yes.
Yes, sir. Yes. We are able to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I searched it on Google. I love PDF. Okay, we are here on this. And you see the options here we get. Okay, JPG to PDF, Word to PDF. Okay, PDF to Word. Okay, these are all the options available. Sometimes it also happens, let's say today I did not have PPT, but in case if I conduct a session with PowerPoint presentation, and if participants ask, sir, could you please share your PPT? Okay, then definitely number one, it's a copyright issue. That if you use someone else's PPT for your further sessions or any public places. But still, let's say I agreed that I would like to share my PPT with you all. Okay, so then these are options. I can convert my PPT to PDF. It also happens that while using this and sharing it from Google Meet platform, PPT, if it's of bigger size, you can convert it into PDF. So sharing PDF during the session becomes easy to use because it occupies less use of internet. Okay, and because of that, it would be easy for you to conduct the session. So that also is a possibility of doing that way. Okay, sometimes what resource persons do is they convert PPT to PDF, number one. Okay, so that is PowerPoint to PDF. Okay, and then a smart turn would be you go to, which means your PPT has been converted to PDF, and now PDF to JPG, which means you convert your PDF to images. And when you share it with others, you are sharing images. Okay, so those images are not editable for the time being. There are tools through which you can edit them, but then 70% of the people wouldn't be aware of those tools or more than that. Okay, so then your PPT is safe. So maybe on footer, you can always have in every slide, you can have your name or something like that, and you are free to share it. Okay, so these are the options. Now, this also provides multiple options. You see, okay, so here it was convert PDF. I'm shifting to next tab, all PDF tools. Okay, so here you get option. Let's say if your file size is bigger, you can compress your file size. Okay, so this is compressed PDF. If you have two PDFs, remember I downloaded 3 papers. Okay, but if these 3 papers are bigger, it would be difficult for me to merge. Okay, but if these are small papers, let's say 6 page, first was 6 page, second is also 4 or 5 page, then I can merge them. Okay, which means I can merge different PDFs. Okay, this when I had used, I would tell you this is specific use and everybody would use it at that point of time. Okay, thesis, when we write thesis, there are pre-thesis pages. Okay, so where you have certificate and plagiarism certificate and acknowledgement and everything before the table of content. Okay, so those pages are not numbered. While from table of content, we give numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 200, 200, 300. Okay, but when we merge them as a file, okay, so file would take same numbers. So what we can do is have 2 separate files, one file pre-thesis pages. So have all your pre-thesis pages, title page as per your university requirement, and then flag report, all such things, acknowledgement, preface, okay, and then your table of content and whatever documents are there afterwards, whatever content is there. So pre-thesis page is one file, thesis another file, and then you can merge those 2 PDFs. Okay, so if it's Word, you can convert them into PDF and then use this merge PDF. And then you can go to any stationery or Xerox person to get your thesis printed. Okay, so you would not face that issue of getting page numbers automatically on all pages of the thesis. Similarly, split PDF. So what I mentioned, if you have downloaded 500-page book and only one chapter is useful for you, you can click on split PDF. And clicking on split PDF, it would help you to select specific pages, only have chapter 2 as a separate PDF file. Okay, and then chapter 2 you can upload on any PDF reader, get summary of it. So, things become easier. There are more steps involved, but still it's easier than reading a 500-page book. Okay, so these are few more options. I love PDF is a platform that I actually love and have been using it. Probably every week I use it 3 to 4 times in some or the other way. All right, so that's what I wanted to cover. So we covered very basic things, but from tomorrow we would shift to literature review based AI tools, and then we would shift further to multiple things. Okay, so then it would go a little faster than this session. I would request you to have a notepad with you so you can note down things quickly, or if you're computer savvy, you can open a tab additional, or you can have a Word file in your laptop, attend session from laptop using laptop. So you can take screenshots quickly and keep pasting the screenshots in Word file for your reference. Okay, so that would also help you from tomorrow's session. Because I did it very slowly, from tomorrow we would, take a speed. So we would try to cover 3 to 4 AI tools, at least 3 minimum in every session.
Madam, Japan.
Yeah, I'm open for questions.
So thank you very much. Wonderful beginning, I would say. I am from Bangalore, and definitely some of the tools that you have shared were not known to me. So I think that's a plus point today. And in a way, sir, I think the idea is as much as we all know what to write, but I think how to search and how to compile it, I think is really important, sir, because later on, I think we can still read and, do some way to write it, or, in our words, or take some help, whatever that could be. But I think the search is a big issue, sir, and compiling that search, I think, is a big challenge. So I'm hoping that in the next few days, you could help a little bit around that as well as you did today. Of course, I have noted down all the, the websites, etc., that you've indicated. But, getting to something that I'm looking for, I think has always been a challenge. So that would be helpful. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Dr. Anand, I would suggest that tomorrow when we do search on any platform, and when we ask participants to suggest titles, so you may suggest a title that probably you are looking for, or an area or keywords. Sure, so we can search on it, and accordingly, because there would be mind map development, paper cluster development. So those are the things that we would be exploring tomorrow and day after, probably in next 2 sessions. So where we can have titles from your end and we can search them.
Definitely, sir. In fact, today I was simultaneously trying as you were doing here.
Okay.
Okay. So just to, kind of see how I put it. But yeah, I think definitely I'll do that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Pradyumna sir, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Hemajyoti madam, will you conclude the today's session, ma'am? Hemajyoti madam.
Yes, Shravan sir is going to conclude the session.
He's there already?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, one and all. And I'm Shravan Kumar, Department of Business Management, Andhra Loyola College. Dr. Pradyuman Raj, Assistant Professor from Navarchana University. Sir, today we are all very much delighted for your expertise knowledge, explaining us on how to use Boolean strings, Excel 5, Google Scholar, DOAG, Scribber website, etc. Sir, your information is excellent and awesome. And more of the participants who are pursuing their PhDs. This session is very much useful, sir. As you said that tomorrow you're going to throw light on literature review, I'm also very much interactive and interested in listening to your session very much, sir. So I think this session will be very useful for all the participants coming over all the areas from all very universities. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for spending your valuable time giving us practical knowledge and also suggestions and clearing our doubts. Mainly, You have also thrown some light on how to use various these websites to search research articles on various databases and actively interacting with all of us, the participants. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you very much for your concluding remarks for this today's session. Thank you, Pradyumna Raj, sir. It's nice, and as well as you can see the response of the participants and other things, and hope the sessions will be much more interesting and overwhelming for the participants from tomorrow onwards. Thank you, participants, for spending your valuable time today with us, and we have shared the feedback link in both the Google Meet and as well as in the YouTube link also. It will be activated till 9:30 of this today. Hope everybody has enjoyed this and knowledgeable to each and everyone. Thanks for the day, and we'll conclude the session by this. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Pradyuman, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.